My name is Harold Bennett. I'm 75 years old, and I live just outside Nashville, Tennessee, in a neighborhood where the sidewalks crack from summer heat, and the front porches still get used in the evenings. If you drove past my house, you'd probably think I've had a good run. The lawn's cut, the truck's clean, the American flag by the garage hasn't faded yet, and you'd be right. But here's what I didn't understand until my early 70s. Turning 70 doesn't change you overnight. It reveals what you've been doing for decades. I graduated high school in 1968. A lot of the guys I played football with are still around. Some are sharp, steady, and independent. Others struggle to stand without holding on to something. Same birth year, same town, different outcomes. It wasn't luck. It was habits. Let me tell you about 5 costly mistakes I've watched steal independence from people my age, and nearly from me. 1. Sitting like your body will forgive it. A couple years ago, my friend Larry Simmons told me he had retirement figured out. He'd walk a mile every morning at Percy Warner Park, grab coffee afterward, and then head home feeling accomplished. What he didn't notice was the rest of his day. Recliner, television, lunch at the kitchen table, back to the recliner, evening news, another sit, a nap. He thought that one walk erased everything. It doesn't. After 70, your body doesn't care about good intentions. It responds to repetition. When you sit too long without standing, circulation slows, muscles disengage, and balance weakens. It's subtle at first, a little stiffness, a slower step, a slight hesitation getting out of the car. The changes don't announce themselves. They just quietly settle in. Then one day you reach for the counter because you don't trust your legs. Mobility isn't about looking athletic. It's about independence. It's about walking into a doctor's office without someone holding your elbow. Doctors can often predict long-term health just by watching how someone walks through the door, because movement reveals more than lab tests ever will. The fix isn't dramatic. Stand every 30 minutes. Walk to the sink. Stretch your shoulders. Do 10 chair stands. Carry your own groceries instead of asking for help. Walking is good. Resistance is better. Muscles don't stay strong because you hope they will. They stay strong because you use them. After 70, movement isn't exercise. It's insurance. 2. Letting medications pile up without question. I believe in medicine. I take medication myself. But I've seen something dangerous happen after 70 prescriptions start stacking up quietly, almost invisibly. My neighbor Susan Whitmore started with a blood pressure pill, then cholesterol medication, then something for joint pain, then a sleep aid because she felt restless, then supplements because she felt tired. Within 3 years, she was taking 8 different things daily. No one ever sat down and reviewed the full list together. One medication lowered her blood pressure. Another made her dizzy. Another left her groggy in the morning. Together, they created instability. And instability after 70 is a serious risk because your margin for error shrinks with age. One fall can change everything. I watched my cousin Daniel fracture his hip after a simple stumble in his kitchen. Surgery followed, then weeks of limited mobility, then muscle loss. He never fully got back to where he was, and that independence never quite returned. The issue isn't that medications are bad. It's that combinations can create unintended problems. And sometimes prescriptions remain in place long after they're necessary, simply because no one revisits the decision. Once a year, gather everything you take, prescriptions, vitamins, over-the-counter pills, and bring them to your doctor or pharmacist. Ask one simple question for each item. Do I still need this? You might be surprised how often the answer changes. The healthiest people I know over 80 tend to follow one pattern: fewer pills, more lifestyle. 3. Treating sleep like a suggestion. When I first retired, I treated sleep casually. I stayed up late watching cable news, telling myself I had earned the freedom and didn't have to answer to an alarm clock anymore. What I didn't notice was how my mornings changed. I felt slower. My balance wasn't as steady. I snapped at small things. My appetite got weird. I blamed age. It wasn't age. It was sleep. After 70, sleep becomes foundational. It's when your brain clears waste. It's when your immune system recalibrates. It's when muscles repair and hormones stabilize. Without it, everything feels heavier than it should. You can't make up sleep. It doesn't work like a bank account. Sleeping late on Sunday doesn't erase 5 restless nights. Your body thrives on rhythm. Go to bed at the same time. Wake up at the same time. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. And here's the biggest change I made. I put my phone in another room before bed because the glow of that screen keeps your mind racing long after the day should be done. Not on silent, not face down on the nightstand, in another room. The blue light keeps your brain alert. The news keeps your mind anxious. Protecting your sleep protects your clarity. Sleep isn't laziness, it's maintenance. 4. Living dehydrated without realizing it. Most people over 70 don't drink enough water, and they don't know it. The thirst signal weakens with age. You can be dehydrated and feel fine because your body stops sending the strong signals it once did. My church friend Robert Hayes kept complaining about headaches and fatigue. He chalked it up to getting older. Turned out he barely drank water. coffee in the morning, maybe a soda at lunch, a small glass with dinner. That's not enough. When you're dehydrated, your blood thickens slightly, forcing your heart to work harder. Your kidneys strain. Your brain feels foggy. Joints stiffen. Even your mood can dip without explanation. It all feels like aging. But often it's preventable. Start your morning with a full glass of water. Keep a bottle nearby during the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty. That signal isn't reliable anymore. You don't need extremes. You need consistency. Hydration affects more than comfort. It affects clarity, energy, and circulation. 5. Carrying stress like it's normal. After my wife Margaret passed away, I kept functioning. I paid the bills. I mowed the lawn. I showed up at church every Sunday. But I carried a quiet tension under everything. Worry about health. Worry about finances. Worry about being alone too long. It wasn't dramatic. It was constant, like a low hum you can't turn off. That kind of stress doesn't scream. It hums in the background. Chronic stress affects sleep, appetite, immunity, and muscle preservation. It pushes you towards sitting more and isolating yourself. Over time, it changes how your body responds to everyday life. Isolation is dangerous after 70. Humans aren't built to age alone. You don't eliminate stress. You build recovery into your day. A short walk outside, a conversation with a friend, gardening, deep breathing for a few minutes, joining a community group. Recovery isn't weakness. It's maintenance for your nervous system. What I wish I knew at 70. You don't need a dramatic transformation. You need small daily corrections. Eat protein at each meal to preserve muscle. Spread it throughout the day instead of loading it all at dinner, because your body can only use so much at once. Stand every 30 minutes to interrupt long stretches of sitting. Create a simple nighttime reset. Drink water. Review your medications briefly, and put your phone in another room. That's it. Researchers studying people who reach their 80s and 90s in good health haven't found one magic gene that explains it all. What they find instead are patterns, steady, boring, consistent patterns. They move regularly. They sleep consistently. They eat simply. They stay socially connected. After 70, the goal isn't to live forever. It's to live well, to climb your own stairs, to wake up steady on your feet. Independence isn't lost in one dramatic moment. It's surrendered slowly, through habits repeated quietly over years. So tonight, do one thing differently. Stand up once more than usual. Drink an extra glass of water. Because the body you wake up in tomorrow is being shaped by what you do today. And after 70, that truth matters more than ever. If any part of this felt a little too close to home, that's not a coincidence. It means you still care, and that's a powerful place to start. After 70, the smallest changes make the biggest difference. So if this spoke to you or reminded you of someone you love, share it with them. And if you want more honest conversations like this, no hype, just real talk, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.